Are you familiar with the IRS Independent Office of Appeals? I'm Andrew Bosserman, tax attorney and founder of Boss Tax Law, and in this video I'm going to explain what the IRS Independent Office of Appeals is and how you can use them to your advantage in a tax dispute. So the IRS Independent Office of Appeals is an independent part of the IRS that reviews decisions made by other departments of the IRS, and they have the freedom to overturn decisions or rulings made by other parts of the IRS. The Independent Office of Appeals is a critical part of the whole IRS system that allows taxpayers to resolve disputes before going to court. So there are a number of ways when you can access and do a formal request to have your case heard by IRS Appeals. One of these times is when you disagree with an IRS examination action. An examination action, the most common one, is that your tax return was audited and you disagree with the IRS agent's findings. And if you disagree with the audit report you received and you can't resolve it with the agent's manager, then you have the ability to go to IRS Appeals to try and resolve your case. But an examination action can also be if you submitted some sort of claim for refund, such as on the amended return or another form, or it can be something like a request for penalty abatement that was denied. In those instances, you generally also have appeal rights to take your case to appeals and try to get them to side with you or work out some sort of other resolution to your dispute. The second way you can take your case to IRS Appeals is involving a collection action. And a collection action is an action by the collection department of the IRS trying to collect tax debt they claim you owe. So generally, IRS collection actions, such as them filing a lien on your home or other piece of real property, or attempting to levy your property, those give appeals rights. A common one is known as the collection due process hearing, but there are other types of collection appeal programs, and those are very important because they let you appeal the IRS's collection action to the IRS Office of Appeals. And in that case, the appeals might be able to overturn the IRS collection action if it wasn't in accordance with the law, or try to work out some sort of agreement with your debt. And that can happen sometimes if you file an offer in compromise to try to settle your debt. If it's denied, you can generally also appeal that to IRS Appeals. The final way that you can take your case to the IRS Independent Office of Appeals is by filing litigation in court. And if you file litigation, oftentimes if you have not yet tried to resolve your case with appeals, before your case gets heard, IRS Appeals will often try to resolve it. Now, this isn't in every case, but oftentimes it will be used to try to save both the government and the taxpayer the time and money and hassle of litigation and try to resolve the case in appeals. And your success in appeals depends on a number of factors. It depends on the strength of your case, how well you or your representative argues it. Also, it depends on the individual, IRS appeals officer. Just like different IRS agents are different, each appeals officer approaches a case differently. So you might have better luck with one than the other. But if you choose to go down the IRS appeals route, it's important that you choose a representative who has been to IRS Appeals before and knows how to prepare and argue your case. So this is just a quick overview of how you get to IRS Appeals. In a future video, I'm going to talk more about how to actually prepare a formal request for IRS Appeals and more of the appeals meeting process things to think about. Thanks.